Hi, everybody. It is Kathy, and I love to be selling. Come on in, sellers, and settle in. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know how your weather.
Whoops, that was like, I was like, whoa, make sure that's still going. That was, I don't know about you, I got like a black flash on that. Oh, we love live streaming. Anyway, so let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you're with me. Good to see everybody. Let me know about your weather. Right here in the city, I'm in New York City. It's very, very humid. So I was like out and about. I had an umbrella in my pocket. Thanks for the thumbs up. But I wasn't sure, like, oh, is it going to start pouring rain? I was out to get my mail done, get my errands done, get home. But come on in and settle in. Um, for those of you who don't know me, I'm going to introduce myself while you settle in. I'm Kathy Terrell. I'm a top rated seller on eBay. I'm selling on eBay for well over 15 years now. Yay. Hey, Dale, stormy in Florida. So I got a feeling it's the whole East Coast. Always good to see you, Dale. Um, Top rated seller on eBay selling over 15 years. Hey, Lori, how are you? You're up in Boston, so it's less muggy up there. Good. Um, and I started very small. Um, for those of you who don't know everything, I used to sell on QVC. I was a product presenter, and I loved it. I love selling on QVC. Hot in Illinois for Sharon. Um, my mom got sick. I was the only East Coast relative. And I had a good talk with my husband because what was happening was she was going in and out of the hospital a lot. And if you don't know, QVC's in Westchester, Pennsylvania. So it was a lot of commuting, a lot of back and forth. Mom was sick. I had to be running to the hospital a lot and doctor's appointments. It was just really getting to be a lot. So I huddled with my husband and I said, I really need to come home. I really need to not be on QVC. And he said, absolutely. So that's what I did. And while being home and taking care of mom, which went on for several years, I started decluttering. If you don't know, in Manhattan, at least for our home, we don't have an attic, we don't have a basement. We're in a beautiful renovated brownstone, and we had accumulated things. So I just started decluttering. It was like wanted some extra income for our family. Needed something with a lot of flexibility because if you've ever done elder care, it's also like having a special needs child. If you've got a medical situation yourself, you know this is it's unexpected trips to the doctor, it's unexpected trips to the hospital. Um, and my mother was about half an hour, 45 minutes away from me. So there was, run for the subway or jump in a cab. A lot of variables going on. And what I found with selling on eBay was it was the perfect solution. It was flexible. I could make money. I could be in control of my hours. I was like, yay, this is like the best. So it really, really met needs. And my focus was really on caring for my mom for years. And then my mom passed. After my mom passed, it was sort of like, okay, well, what do I want to do? And what I found was, I love eBay. I'm going to scale eBay. I had 6 years of QVC retail sales experience. I also had over 25 years of brick and mortar experience with different stores here in New York City doing merchandising. I'm like, this is the perfect match. And then I had some eBay selling under my belt. So I scaled my eBay business. I'm trained as an eBay education specialist. I work with sellers very small to extremely large. I do work with some very large Amazon sellers coming onto eBay. I've presented with some eBay teams, which is always a great, great joy. And what I love to do with all of my retail experience and my QVC experience and my eBay selling experience is really focus on what's going to help you with eBay search. Because you all know this, you can have the greatest inventory and you'll put listings up, and it's like, why is this person getting a better price than I am? Why is this person getting sales and I'm not? And a lot of it can be about your results in eBay search. And that's what I'm all about is really studying that. I take a lot of classes, a lot of webinars, a lot of general e-commerce information, which I then translate for eBay sellers. Hey, Pam, Warm in Arizona. Hi, Helen. You're up near Buffalo. Okay, so further upstate, we got a lot of East Coast, but then we got Arizona too. So it's like we got both coasts going on. So come on in, everybody. Um, I don't normally talk on this topic for various reasons, but it's coming up a lot in my Facebook groups, particularly my group for newer sellers, eBay Selling Basics, Nothing But Selling Basics. My more experienced sellers, you should be aware of this, and if you're not, you're going to be aware of it now. But particularly, this seems to be happening to my newer sellers, and I wanted to broadcast on it. I do have a tip for my advanced sellers too, just because I know we all want to help our newer sellers get started on the right foot. And also, you may not have had this happen to you yet. Yay, if you haven't, and you're going to run into it later. So, this seems to be a big scam on eBay. And for some reason, they really prey on newer sellers, which makes me mad. As a more experienced seller, I hate to see things happen to our newer sellers, and especially when some of them sort of fall into this trap. Um, and so what'll happen is that you will get a sale, right? And it's so exciting, right? We all remember, or some of us remember, our first sale, or we know the thrill of the cha-ching. If you have the eBay app on your phone, you know the thrill of the cha-ching, right? It's like, yeah, I have a sale. Um, so this is what'll happen is something will sell. This happens for auctions and fixed price after the item sells. So you've listed it fine. Everything is fine about the listing. You have not done anything wrong. The item sells. I've got an eBay pen. So you sell an eBay pen, and then all of a sudden, with either that day or the next day, you will get a message from the buyer and they haven't paid. So I've got one tip for you. Hang on, I'm writing myself a note. Okay. And they say, we will pay you, but you need to text us. And they give you a number to text. This can also happen, I'm going to slightly amend this, if it's an auction. So you're running an auction, you'll get a message through eBay messages. So they're messaging through the eBay messaging system, and they'll say, text me at this number and I'll pay you. Let's say you're selling the item for $9.99 as the starting bid with $3 shipping. I'll pay you $20, $30. It's some number quite higher than what you're asking for, but you got to text me. And the temptation is because we want to sell, we want the money. I mean, I totally get it. And you go, well, they're contacting me through eBay, so it must be okay. No. I was like, no. If my shirt could say no. So, legitimate buyers, the transaction is always through eBay. Now, years ago, the scam, this is my more advanced sellers or my older sellers, or by older, I mean that you've been selling on eBay longer, is it used to be you would get messages. This would happen on auctions a lot. Is it's sometimes on fixed price, so I take that back, saying, contact me, and they would figure out a way to put an email in, because now, in case you don't know, in eBay messages, if you start to use an ampersand or anything where the eBay system can tell it's an email, you'll actually get like an alert thing. It won't let you send the message. But it used to be they would try to get you to email them and take the transaction off of eBay. So I'm running an eBay auction, or I have a fixed price, and I would get this message saying, email me. This is before all the texting. Email me at this, and I'll give you, either I would give you the price, but seeing you're taking it off eBay, you're not paying eBay final value fees is the idea. And again, the answer is no. And the texting is a big no. Now it hurts because you're a new seller. You desperately want the sale. You want the money. I totally get it. But it's a huge no, and it's a scam. So one, if eBay believes that you are taking a transaction off the system, you can end up getting suspended, okay? Which is all of a sudden your account will be suspended for a couple of days. You'll get a big warning from eBay because the bots can tell what's going on. And particularly for a newer seller, when you don't have a big history, eBay doesn't know who you are. They don't know what kind of seller you are. And of course, you're a wonderful seller, but eBay doesn't know that yet because you don't have enough track record. The answer is no. Okay? Just say, I'm sorry. Even if they, quote, have bought it, but they haven't paid for it, just say, I'm sorry. Transactions are through eBay only. Now, because for some reason, some sellers are getting hit with this a lot, like a lot of their transactions, this is happening. If you want, this is my suggestion. In your listing, maybe one sentence, and I mean one, not a novel, not a paragraph, maybe one sentence saying, I only do transactions through eBay. That's it. Payment must be made through eBay or something to that effect, so that if somebody is one of these tech scammers, they can see that you're not going to get into this. It's just sort of a warning shot. I think, particularly for a newer seller, it may not be a bad idea to do that. Again, one sentence only. Years ago, again, people used to write these very long descriptions with their their life history and why they're selling on eBay. It was almost like a mini blog, and you don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to do like a lot of extraneous information. You don't want to be threatening buyers, nothing like that. Simple description of what the item is, but it doesn't hurt. Make me one sentence and just say, all transactions are through eBay. I only make sales through eBay, something to that effect, so that it'll sort of dissuade the texters. But do not take a transaction off of eBay. Local pickup is different, and I'm not doing this video on local pickup. You can Google local pickup on eBay. It's completely legal. For the shipping choices, you can pick local pickup. We're not discussing local pickup. What we are discussing is somebody texting you either while an auction's running, the item is live, trying to get you to text them to take the transaction off of eBay, promising you a sale or more money. No, 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 no. And same thing if they're trying to draw you off in some kind of email with the same thing. No, 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 no. Transaction only through eBay. Now, this was a thought too. If you have fixed price, which is buy it now, you can click immediate payment required. If you have that clicked when they buy it, they have to check out immediately. Okay. Now, what would change this is if you have best offer. So if you have best offer on the item, if you're going to be doing a best offer back and forth, it is going to take the immediate payment required away. That function will disappear the way it is right now. So those are my tips for my newer sellers with scams. Anybody that texts you, wants you to text them, wants to take the transaction off of eBay, the answer is no, very politely. Do not do it. Okay? Don't do it. And so don't get drawn out into an email. All the messaging, everything stays in eBay messages. You can require immediate payment on a fixed price. If you want, maybe one sentence just saying, I only do transactions on eBay. For my more experienced sellers, sometimes we get these very interesting messages with people saying they have a very sick relative, they're very sick, they have medical conditions, all kinds of things, and they want a lower price. This is totally up to you. If you happen to feel that it's truthful, or if it just sounds like, just unbelievable. And I've had both. I remember one buyer, this was several Christmases ago, where they had a relative in a hospice situation. It was for a DVD, and they only wanted a break of maybe a few bucks. It was something that was fixed price without best offer. And they just said, would you take this price on the item? I think it was something like $19.99 or $24.99. And they were just asking for a few dollars off. It was not like a huge dramatic discount, explaining they were on a very tight budget, but they really wanted to send this gift to this person in this hospice or whatever. And you know what? Something just struck me. And maybe it was the holidays too. And I just said, this sounds okay. So I said, okay. And I went in and revised the price because it had immediate payment on it. I revised the price. I messaged them back and I said, I did reduce it, the few dollars. And they bought it and it was sent, the address. And I got the nicest message from them about 3 weeks after the transaction. And they said, thank you so much. My friend really enjoyed it, and they thanked me. It could have been like the most crazy scam ever. But again, it was only like $3 or $4. So it's like, I still made good money. I'm still totally fine. But you know what? I would like to think that they really were on a tight budget. And I bring this up because there are people that $2 or $3 matters. Now, that may not be the case for you, but it could be the case for somebody on a fixed income. Okay? It could be the case for somebody where one of the family members has a job loss. So when people come to you and ask for a lower price, yes, sometimes, you've got an $80 item and they're sending you an offer for $10. It's like, woo, it's like, oh my goodness. Um, but if it's, fairly reasonable, or if the price is a little lower than you'd like to take, but you know what? It's been up there for a while, and they say something like, you know what? I don't mean to insult you. I've gotten messages like this. I don't mean to insult you, but I'm on a fixed income, and this is what I can afford. I will really look. I look like, okay, what did I pay for this? If it's something that was just listed, I go, I don't know. But if it's been listed for a while and it's not that outrageous an offer, and even if it is a little low, let's say I only paid $3 or $4 for the item, they're offering me $15 plus shipping. I'm still making a really good profit. Maybe it was listed at 30, so they're getting it like half off. But you know what? I'm still making a decent amount of money because they're paying for shipping. I'm still making a decent amount of money. The thing's been up for like maybe a year and a half. Why not? You know what I mean? Let's say they are handing me a story. Let's say they aren't on a fixed income. They just get excited about talking eBay sellers and selling things for less. I'm okay because they asked. I'm still making a profit. It's been up for a while. I'm okay with that. And then I'll change. If you're not, if you find it insulting or whatever, this is just me saying to you, I would not message them back and say, you're insulting me. I would just say, that's just a little too low. And then maybe counter, maybe say, hey, I can't do 15, but I could do 20. Let me know if that works for you. And start a dialogue, okay? Communication. Maybe they will come up $5. Maybe they are just bargain hunting. Bottom line is, you've got somebody interested in your item and they're talking money. Isn't this what we want? Right? It's like, eBay, thank you for sending me shoppers. And again, everybody's different. I know for some people, they're like, they hate to haggle, they don't want to talk about prices. I get it. But for other people, no. And this is part of the thing about eBay is that they can message us. It says contact seller right on the listing. They can talk to us. They can communicate. And maybe you cannot drop, this is my last tip, and then I got one more idea for you. So maybe I just listed that dress. And no, I'm not going to drop it, by 50%. I just listed it, but I've got a similar dress, same size, and I can go cheaper on that. So I'll look it up. You look up the dress, give them the item number. That's totally legal in eBay messages because you're not taking the transaction off of eBay. And I'll say, I really can't do it on that. But if you look at item, and I'll copy and paste the item number 37, whatever it is, I could do it on that. And let me know if you like that one, because I'd be glad to reduce the price on that for you. Or just throw a best offer on it and say, send me an offer for, I've done this, haven't you? Send me an offer for, and I'll tell them exactly the dollar amount I'm willing to take. I got a sale. Yay. So when people say they get offended, again, we're all different. So if a low offer to you is highly offensive, if potential buyers messaging you, sometimes with some very interesting stories, is offensive to you, I understand. But I really try, if there's a way I can give it to them, I can do that price. Again, looking at my profit, I'm running a business, okay? If I can't with that, offer them something else. Is there something else that I could do that for? And see if that interests them, okay? Because that way you've got a potential shopper here, right? We all want to sell, right? We want to sell. And this is a way to do it. It's the dialogue, but don't let them take you off eBay. Always keep the messages in eBay messages. Always, always, always. Now, they're finding your items. They are finding your items because you have a nice optimized listing. There are things that will help your listing, whether you're a newer seller, intermediate, or advanced, to rank in eBay search. Better ranking in eBay search typically brings you more customers and get things sold for a better price. And I've got a great freebie guide for you. It's on my website, ilovetobeselling.com. So you're going to hop over to my website, and then what you're going to do is hover your mouse over free tips. Then you're going to look all the way to the left, free dominate eBay search tips, and grab these. I've got all kinds of ideas for you that will get your items to rank better in search. And I include some very, very common mistakes that even very experienced sellers make. Because I work with a lot of sellers, so I see a lot of listings, and I get to see how a lot of listings rank in eBay search. So hop over to my website, I love to be selling.com, grab, dominate eBay search. It's going to be huge, huge, huge help to you. Okay. So dialogue, give them choices. And truly, if it's too low, that's okay. So you'll pass. But it's good to have that dialogue because you might get the sale. Okay. I'm Kathy and I love to be selling. Bye bye, everybody.